to put in there. I'm a huge fan of Wink Martindale. That's my guy. That's my favorite defensive coordinator. If anybody knows, I'm a Rex Ryan stan, and he is the third Ryan brother, right? He is Buddy Ryan's third son. And that man plays just, you can tell he came up under Rex and Rob Ryan with those crazy ass blitzes and all that shit like that. These guys are going to give you a ton of pressure coming off the bus, right? So it's Rex Ryan. I love his style of ball, and if you can see, his style of ball right now is winning. Go look at the Baltimore Ravens. They set up from the Rex Ryan style of ball, getting those Rex Ryan disciples out there. Wink Martindale, right? We'll see him this weekend, actually, with the New York Giants. That aggressive brand of football. He's the third Ryan brother, right? Rex Ryan, Rob Ryan, Wink Martindale, the three Ryan brothers there.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. Yo, if you saw this joint and you didn't think about your boy Jersey Murf, then you aren't paying attention. And no, I'm not talking about the joint right there with them extendo inflatable lips. I'm talking about my man, Wink Martindale, resigning from the New York Giants. My favorite defensive coordinator, who is an offshoot of my man, my favorite all-time defensive coach, Rex Ryan, right? The son of Buddy Ryan. The first coach I ever knew in football was coaching my man, Randall Cunningham, right? Was coaching them boys on the other side of the ball, right? I'm talking about Andre Waters and Jerome Brown and Minister of Defense Reggie White and Seth Joyner and all these guys like that, man, and Eric Allen, right? Come on, man. This is right down the pipeline. You talk about getting aggressive on defense. Listen, we just saw it too, right? They were absolutely destroying the Philadelphia Eagles in the final game there. And a couple of weeks ago, they were doing some cool stuff, man. Wink Martindale is just one of these guys who's just like, man, I don't know. He's like a Sean McVay type. These experimental type coaches, but on the defensive side of the ball, very much like my man Rex Ryan. So now the crux behind this, it appears, right? There was tension between Coach Dayball and my man Wink Martindale, and it culminated in, of course, a pretty bad season there, but they fired outside linebackers coach Drew Wilkins and defensive assistant Kevin Wilkins, right? So those are Wink Martindale's homeboys, right? They came with him from Baltimore, and they said right there, Drew is considered his right-hand man. They've been together since 2012. So if you fire my man, I'm standing on business. I got to go. You know what I mean? We came in this together. We going to leave together. So I can respect that, right? You know what I mean? You got to feed your family, though. So sometimes, you know what I mean? If all y'all out there not working, then it's not a good thing. At least somebody could be working. You could be sliding them some money or something like that. But, hey, listen, it could work all the better for the Philadelphia Eagles, man. You know what this man does. Let's check it out. 6, 7, 8 men pressure. That man is creative as hell. Now, you can count how many times our guy Jalen Hurts was pushed off his spot, right? He was straight out landmarked, right? He was detaching like you would not believe because they were sending pressure from everywhere. Now, on this one right here, should I stay or should I go, right? Who's coming and who's going? Now, you get all these people who are mugged up, right? He loves to mug the linebackers up. You're going to need some athletic linebackers, right? And you're going to need guys on the back end who can cover, meaning the safety position, because he will put those guys in man coverage. He will put a lot of people in man coverage. A lot of people will flip different roles. It's just an aggressive style defense. It's an all or nothing defense. You will get people who will complain because there will be big plays given up, but there will be a ton of pressure, and I'm talking about mental pressure on a quarterback, and we saw that with Jalen Hurts. Now look at this one right here. You would think that everybody's on the sin, right? I mean, sin, right? That you would think that's how it's going to go. I didn't count it right there. What's that? Six guys on a sin right there? Not necessarily. What you'll get here is a sin. My man right here is sent, right? He's not even going to be sent from the normal nickel fire position. He's going to be sent more through the C gap. That's hard. Then you get a sin, and then you get one more sin, and then two guys backing off on the edges, right? And he will mix and match. So meaning you have a couple of linebackers on the edge, right? A couple of off-ball linebackers on the edge, and then you will put your edge players on the inside, or they'll be in a mug position. It's just a whole bunch of different shit going on. The shit is outstanding to watch. There's a reason why I love this type of football right here. But look at this. Look at the mental pressure that it puts on Jalen right here. Just to slide him off his landmark and make him hurry to throw. Bang! Right there. And then there's your coverage guy. Look at that. Guy's coming from where? Look at that. He just has to throw off his back foot, makes a mistake. Your man Xavier McKinney. You know why? Because they cut the field in half. So you cut the field in half. You send that mental pressure over here. You got guys coming right here. Jalen can sense that, right? He's a great quarterback. A great quarterback. Keep hating all you want, right? When it's a bad year and you people don't like him anyway, right? You're going to take it the extra mile there. But you put that mental pressure over here, you get him to cut off the field. So he's going to slide to where there's less pressure, right? If he's sliding to where there's less pressure, you know he's not going to throw the ball this direction, is he? Nah, he's going to slide that way. So then my man Xavier McKinney, who is a free agent, so he's a free agent at the same time Wink Martindale is a free agent, and he just had a career year, and he was giving it to our Philadelphia Eagles like you wouldn't believe. Pause. That man is the exact player that I want in free agency. We need more help at the safety position. Kevin Byard, be damned, or whatever like that. Kevin Byard's on the back end of his career. Xavier McKinney's still a young cat. He may not even be 25, 26 years old yet. He is the catalyst to your defense. He's that guy, you put that C on his chest, he can run your entire defense. He's a Nick Saban product, right, in Alabama, and Nick Saban let him run the defense. He's one of the first guys I ever seen in a press conference next to Nick Saban, and he's a defensive back. He's a safety. Right, he has corner skills. He can play your nickel cornerback role if necessary. He can play deep, as we just saw right there. He can play middle field close. Obviously, he can play quarters coverage. He can do all that type of shit that Wink Martindale does. You need that type of guy in the Wink Martindale defense. Bring him to Philly with Wink Martindale. Another position, like I said before, you're going to need athletic off-ball linebackers. These guys will get sent. Right? They will be in send mode, no doubt about that. He's going to put mental pressure on that. But what else do you see with these guys? Plaster. It's going to be plaster. Eyes on the prize. Man coverage. Man coverage. On the inside, it doesn't matter. The tight end and all that, right? He will mix in some zone. He's gotten a little bit better with that. He used to almost be like the old school Los Angeles Raiders, right? 99.9% of the time, Wink Martindale is going to have you in man coverage now. He mixes in off man coverage now, and he will mix in some of the zone blitz. He's ever evolving. Now, check this out right here with them sending Okereke right there. Bang! You see him run through Rashad Penny right there. Nothing to it but to do it. Right, look at that. Always sending 5 or 6 men pressure. Look what we got here. Look at the back off right here by Jahad Ward. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you get Kayvon Thibodeau backing off as well, right? So you back off both your edge players right there. Take away the shallow zone while sending Okereke. Right up the A-gap. Let him blast through Rashad Penny. This was a horrible rep by my man Rashad Penny, too. Look at this, right? Rashad Penny, I don't know what that is. Why not square him up? Why do you go off to one side? It's like giving him half a man. I don't know if he thought Jalen was on the other side of him or something like that, but that makes no sense. Stick your ass right there, square up in the A-gap, bring your pads, bring your change of elevation there, and get after it. But nah, man, he kind of lays down and takes it right there. Just lets him, right? Turnstile right there, pushing Jalen off his landmark once again, but they get to him. Because you got that plaster defense. Everybody's in man coverage with eyes. You don't have people, right? If they're off, even that Fangio scheme, they'll be off and then they'll backpedal, right? Off and then backpedal while looking at the QB. That's going to be zone, right? Not saying you can't win that way, but we're not winning that way. So it doesn't fit our particular personnel. Time to get new personnel on the back end, right at the cornerback position, new personnel at the linebacker position, added personnel in the safety role. Guy like Xavier McKinney fits exactly what someone like Chauncey Gardner was doing before. To me, he's better than Chauncey Gardner because he's got that same skill set, yet he's not coming with a ton of mouth and all that bullshit and these weak-ass non-wrap-up tackles. Xavier McKinney is there to tackle solidly, get you on the ground, get his interceptions, and lead his team. Now, Wink Martindale is one of these guys. You will play the run on the way to the passer. So every down to them is a passing down, and they will be aggressive against the run in that manner there. So you do get a lot of cats biting on play action and all this and that, right? That's why you have these athletes who can then reverse course there. But hey, you want to run 12 personnel, they're not afraid to counter with 8 men in the box, right? Just to make sure, because they feel great about their coverage skills at the safety position and the guys who are off ball. So we see it right here. Look at that. People running in, backing out right there, but you get that speed off the edge. You got Isaiah Simmons, who is one of these wild card players, right? Joker wild card. I'm not sure what his contract situation is there, but you talk about an upgrade off ball. He could be that while bringing you reps on the edge as well and being perhaps the biggest freak in the NFL, right? One of them up there with like Micah Parsons and these guys who have this crazy amount of speed right here. You can see him get around our guy Landon Dickinson like it ain't nothing, coming with that speed right there. And luckily KG was there. KG's pass protection is outstanding, man. But he's able to kind of knock him off his landmark there. You get one-on-one here, Stoll with Kayvon, the Decepticon Thibodeau here. He takes an inside approach. However, he's not taking that inside approach and was a little bit more disciplined right there, Jalen Hurts probably sacked. So Jalen able to detach right there, and then he has the pull the ripcord. Oh, shit, what was that? Y'all saw that? Look at that. He launched the ball right here. Did he hit a soldier or something like that? My man right here is looking at the crowd. Look like he a soldier or something. At ease, soldier. Bink! Right on his back. Right on his trap right there. Look at him. He sleep. You can't be sleeping soldiers, man. Wink Martindale making them sleep soldiers out here. Come on now. Same deal right here. It's a lot of mental pressure right here. You're taking guys off the line of scrimmage, putting a lot of speed in the A-gaps there. I would have to imagine that everybody's coming right. Sin. Right? That's how it looks. But what actually happens there? Let's see. Yep, everybody. And then a bag out. So look, this is right here. Check this out. This is a hallmark, right, of a Wink Martindale defense. You'll see guys bluff like they're coming, right? You get 2 edge players on the same side here, Ward and Decepticon right here, right? Bluff like he's coming and then bag out, right? Come, bag out, then you get this, still a 5-man pressure because they have the nickel fire as well. Come on, man. You don't want to play that type of aggressive Buddy Ryan style defense, right? You don't want to bring that shit back to Philly, right? And he takes that inside approach as well. Ward and these guys bagging out right there. Where's Jalen going to go? He has the flush again. Come on, man. This is perfect, absolutely perfect. He's already available as well there, so you can start the talks or whatever. Listen, I had to do this, right? Because, man, it's my man Wink Martindale. Like I said before, I'm not punting on the season by any stretch of the imagination, but I do have to follow a story like this because this could be something in the future we could see, because no matter what you think about Coach Sirianni, there clearly needs to be something different on defense, and it doesn't need to be Matt Patricia. They've already neutered Sean Desai. How do you bring him back? You got to get a fresh face in there with a fresh scheme. This should be a hit. Now, I know people are going to say Howie Roseman likes puppeteer type cast, right? Like a Coach Cheerleading Sirianni, Coach Cheerleadiani, right? Wink Martindale is not that. Obviously, you saw him stand on business and leave the New York Giants because of how they did his homies. So he's very much like Rex and Rob Ryan and like Buddy Ryan, right? He's going to speak his mind. He's going to be one of these guys there. So, but that's what you need in this organization. It definitely can't have a collapse like this and not have these guys who are leadership type guys. None of these buddy type guys and all that like that. You need these leadership type guys, and this man is coming to bring the pain, hardcore to the brain. Feel me? All right, so let me know, all right? Your boy Jersey Murf, man, I want to see this bad boy happen bad, absolutely bad. And remember, I said if not a guy like, remember, Rex Ryan is my number one guy. So, I mean, anybody out there will know that there. But listen, it's probably hard to talk somebody up out of those silk sheets like Marvin Hagler said, right? You start wearing them, you start sleeping in them silk sheets, shit gets different for you, right? So he's out there on TV doing his thing there. We don't know if he wants to coach again, but getting his guy, right, Wink Martindale, who's running his shit, I think that's the next best thing there. And if not him, you saw what my man Jesse Minter did at Michigan, shut down that soft-ass Washington Huskies offense, right, held them to 1 touchdown. in the national championship game, and he's another guy who was up under Wink Martindale. So a young guy like that or a Wink Martindale, but Wink Martindale is free. You never know if Mentor wants to stay in college as a DC. So we shall see. All right, your boy Jersey Murf. Let me know. All right, salute to everybody out there.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.